Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and it took me literally 3 different attempts to read this book. I picked it up 3 separate times and had to put it down because it was bad. So it's Goddess Mode number 2. It's by Zoe Quinn and the artist by Robbie Rodriguez. And I hate the covers that have like the little blurbs. Smart or sassy smart and more than a little pissed off. Goddess Mode is another thunderous debut for a new era of DC Vertigo newsroom. I hate those. I always know by those that there's a good chance it's going to be bad. So, and it definitely was. The cover is absolutely like trippy. I feel like the cover was aimed at 6-year-old girls, like that love fairies or something, because it definitely, like, I'm a girl and I didn't even think it was very cute at all. So definitely isn't for a comic for 6-year-olds, but the art style is very, very young. And I'm not saying that Robbie Rodriguez isn't talented, because he's he's a good artist. He's a weird one, but he's a good artist. But if this review makes 0 sense, it's because this comic makes 0 sense. Like, it opens up with Cassandra, and they're still in this other dimension, which is like this Azoth, and she was like talking about her sick dad, and she kind of goes through how she has some daddy issues, and the art is very, like, the jaw is very unhinged. Like, it looks very inhuman. It looks, I guess the whole thing does, but they get transported back and end up in a bathroom stall. Yeah, they couldn't pick a better place than a bathroom stall, but it's hard. What I didn't like about, like, the color scheme and everything else, besides it giving you, like, a massive headache to look at constantly, is the fact that they don't differentiate between, like, the virtual reality realm and the real. It's very hard they should have done a better job at differentiating between the two. You can tell, obviously, but there should have been a better definition. But they end up in this bar called the Sad Dad. The Sad Dad. And it's basically just a dive bar. There's really nothing special about it. It says that when you get transported back, it takes you somewhere you're comfortable. So apparently they're comfortable at a dive bar called the Sad Dad. I don't know. Well, she gets pissed and asks everybody who they are, and they kind of go through who they are like this. Farah is able to, like, multiply herself, and this Mary they're all oracles, but she's kind of like the leader. And then Cassandra says, I'm the Oracle of Garbage, apparently. Like, this whole thing kind of makes me sad for Zoe Quinn, because I feel like after reading this, she's, like, taking out her personal strife in life on her comic book writing. And don't get me wrong, it's absolutely awful. Like, it's super dialogue heavy. The dialogue is not written well at all. And even, like, the narrative in it goes from, well, you'll see, but it goes from, like, this very, very heavy dialogue to, like, almost like a chat room, to text messages, to it's very bad. But it needs an editor. I don't feel like they had one at all. I feel like everything she wrote got put through, because it is just absolutely horrible. But as Cassandra leaves, they all leave, and they get into this kind of argument, and she doesn't realize that she has no choice about when she's called back to the Azeroth, that she's gonna have to go back, and she gets pissed. She's like, I have real world problems. I'm not about to look for more as a fucking hobby. Like, there's just so many things that makes me think that this is just her pretending that she's just this Cassandra with all these daddy issues and personal issues, and it's kind of sad if you think about it. But Mary kind of goes on to explain just, like, exactly how each person was chosen. They were attacked in the real world by one of these demons, and they survived, so they basically became chosen as these oracles, and they just don't have a choice in it. You're chosen, and you have to fight, and you have to fight when they say. And they talk about this woman who is basically a shapeshifter, and spoiler alert, she's going to be the big bad guy at the end. And I have no problem with spoilers in this, so if you're not looking for them, watch a different review, which I don't think there is any, so you have to watch this. But anyways, she's saying this Mary reminds her of somebody in the real world, and realizes that she's like this pop star. And this is where I was talking about earlier, where the narrative takes like this huge turn. And you see this Mary at this club, and she's singing, and there's like this stupid chat dialogue on the side. Like, some people are trolling, some people are being serious, some people are just, I don't know. One person's name's Deep Thought, but it's spelled T-H-O-T, so I don't know if that was supposed to be clever or what. But she kind of, the other girl had like the power to be able to be, you know, in more than one place at once, and it looked kind of like she does too, so I literally have no idea if that's true. And then we go into all these texts, and this is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I can't believe this got through. There's all these texts, and I mean, I read through them, but I'm sitting here looking at all this, and I'm like, why? Why did they make it like this? Like, these super bright colors, and they made it super, like, if you want to get a headache, you're going to. Once you read this, like, it is hard to read, like, oops, butt dial. Oh my God, shut up. Not in my comic that I want to read. Just, it's so bad. It also kind of goes through, like, each of the individual girls in this part. And the one girl's, like, all about having a threesome, and I don't know, it's just super cringy. But that, when I said earlier that, spoiler alert, that was the bad girl, yeah, she's right here. And she is, I really don't understand this. This, like, person is the dominatrix monster, whatever she is has, like, somebody inside her, and, oh, it's just one hot mess. And they don't want to hurt her because then it'll kill the person inside her, but then it ends up being like this big old fight. Well, yeah. Basically what it comes down to is the main person, the main oracle, that Mary gets a big old chomp taken out of her belly. And that's the last page. So I have no idea what I just read. And I literally don't understand it. Like, I mean, I do, but it shouldn't be this hard. Like, I should pick up a comic and read through it and enjoy it. I shouldn't pick it up and have to pick it up 3 separate times, and I shouldn't have to, like, seriously put it down because the colors and the narrative and everything else is giving me an absolute headache. And this was really bad with that. Like, I can't believe this is still going to be made. I can't believe that this is not canceled yet. I definitely won't be reading this again because it was a chore to do it this time. And I feel like, I said it before, but I feel like Zoe's kind of trying to work out her stuff through her comic. And as sad as it is, like, honey, that's what a psychiatrist is for. Go to therapy. Go to something else. We don't want to read about your daddy issues in here. We don't want to read about how you think you're a literal piece of garbage and look at this as a hobby. So, yeah, just go to counseling or something. Maybe I'm totally off, but I don't think I am. I was absolutely insane. I will never, ever, ever pick these up again. Oh my gosh. Let me know what you guys think. I can't say anything good except for, you know, some of the art's okay. There we go. There's my positive for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.